Remember, you were on a mini bike. What is going on, everybody? This bike is loud, but I finished the mini bike build, and this thing rips. All right, so this is the bike. The build is done, finally, 9 months later. So yeah, let's do a quick walk around, and then I'll go into all the parts I got on this thing. Show you how I mounted the motor. All right, so the first thing you're probably looking at is swing arm and that seat. So I bought this seat off Amazon. Come to find out, it was worse than the stock seat. So I cut the foam out of the stock Razor seat, cut the foam out of that seat, and made an extension. And so it just goes, let me get up underneath here. It just connects right to the extension that's on there already. So this seat gets locked in right here, and then the Razor seat gets locked in on these mounts up here. I am running the Electro & Co. QS90 kit. So it's 6,000 watts. This is the QS90 motor. I'm running a 420 chain. So what I ended up doing is they gave me a 14 and a 10 for the front. I put a 10 tooth on. The rear is a custom built sprocket from Rebel Gears. It's a 65 tooth. And again, so the battery that I'm running is a 72 volt, 22 amp hour. And the controller, the battery, all the wiring, everything, I was able to put in the stock box. You can kind of see some of the wiring here. But yeah, it looks so clean. So yeah, these pegs are from Amazon. I can't remember the name. But you can get these off of Amazon. This is an extended swing arm I got made in the mainland, shipped over here to Hawaii. Ended up having to do some more fab work to it, like the custom mounted brackets for the motor. But what we ended up doing is just welding these brackets right here. One here, one on the other side, and we used washers as the spacing. So more washers creates less, right, because you're moving the chain in. So the more washers on this side creates the difference, so that I can pull washers out and then make the chain tight. So the chain is decently tight right now. I'm sure it'll stretch over time. This rear shock is a 750 pound spring on an Amazon shock. I'm not really sure the name of it, but it's just off of Amazon. The rims and tires are 12s. So the front is a 80-112 tire, and the rear is a 80-112 tire. So yeah, so I ended up getting a plastic kit off of Amazon for a Honda 50, I think it is. And so that's the rear plastic, and then these plastics right here. And everything is just zip tied on, but it's real tight. Goes over the box, kind of adds a little bit more flair. I'm probably going to do something different with the seat. Probably add a single seat, maybe have something custom made. But in the meantime, I think it's more than enough. I had to extend my kickstand, so you can see here we added this just to extend it so that it fits up. The rear brake is an Amazon rear brake. It's actually for a quad. So this is the .3 brakes, and they work really well. The rotor is for it just says mini bike on Amazon. And then the front is the Mototech front end conversion from Electro & Co. So it's the complete front kit off of a Mototech. And so I ended up just installing that. It bolted right up. They give you all the parts for it. And usually this gauge here is going to be over here on the side, but I ended up cutting this out and putting it here in the front just so it's a little bit more clean. I'm running Zoom brakes on the front. That's from Electro & Co as well. An on and off switch. There's no key. And then 1, 2, and 3 are my modes. But yeah, the Electro & Co kit was super simple for the motor. Electro & Co, everything it's connect and play, and it works flawlessly. No issues whatsoever. The reason this bike took so long is I had to do the custom frame through a friend. He's building a Razor with 14-inch tires, so that's going to be super cool. His is basically done, so we should be out riding here pretty soon. Haven't done a range test with it. I will end up doing a range test here with it shortly. Oh, I have the Pro Taper bars. These are the DRZ 110 bars. So the Pro Taper, so that makes it like higher. The only thing really that needs to get kind of messed with is the front suspension. When I sit on the bike, it's like more than halfway down on the shock. So these Mototech tubes, each one is 15 weight oil and 140 milliliters of oil. And that's in each fork. So I'm gonna try to go with a thicker oil for the forks. And I'm gonna be adding a 1-inch spacer as well. So that'll reduce the volume so then it won't wanna bottom out. I've wanted a mini bike for a while now and this thing's just a blast. All right, well, let's go find some stuff we can go mess around with. Some pretty decent hill climbs over here. Let's see how it does. If it can make it up this, I'm gonna be pretty stoked. This hill is intense. Oh man, those whoops are hot crazy now. I actually was cutting throttle. Yeah, dude, this thing's gonna be so much fun. All right, so that hill climb is insane. Let's try that one next. All right, remember you were on a mini bike. Let's see if the mini can. 6,000 watts, ready? Let's get it. Yeah, boy! Yeah, dude, this thing's gonna be fun! There's a super steep hill over here. I don't even know if this could make it, but dude, that'd be so sick if it can. Whoa! It made it! It's scary just riding down. Damn. Dude, I am stoked. I mean, I knew it had power, but dude, it's got good power. It's definitely not the easiest to wheelie. As you can tell the sound of my voice, we're gonna be making some videos. There's a race coming up at Kahuku, a C-class race. I want to see what type of range I can get, and I think I'm going to enter the C-class race on this just for fun. I think it would be so much fun. So stay tuned for that. I'll be having another video coming out here shortly on my Sur-On build. Yeah, so glad to be back at it with the channel, and stay tuned for more content. Alright guys, see you in the next one.